Hey there everybody, Muscle-Bound Geek. I know it's been a while, and I'll tell you why. I just keep finding so much stuff that I want to discuss with you guys. Like every day I'm finding new information. It's amazing. Great time to be doing this show, but I don't put out an episode. So I don't know which item to pick first. It's just so much. Do I do it in an order? What to do? So yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to start simple though. Last time it was, what are the basics? So here's what we're doing. A lot of times when I'm training people at the gym, number one question like, what do I do? What do I do? So I'm thinking, there's like exercises, or they're just being very vague, like, oh, I want to lose weight and this and that. So really, what do we do for that? And very basic. So in terms of that, I was thinking, really, what exercises should I have them doing, and what should we just forget about? So today, we're going over the top 8 exercises that are really popular, but honestly, don't really do anything. And don't worry, we'll have supplementations for you. So number 1, wall sits. Now, apart from certain athletes like skiers or in a rehabilitation setting, wall sits are kind of a waste of time and effort. They're a submaximal isometric exercise that you hold for a period of time. They really have no aesthetic, performance, or health-related benefits. While they're, considered a great drill for improving muscular strength and endurance, they don't really carry over into standard activities of daily living, which really, people, like aren't athletes, that's what they want to get stronger for, apply to their daily living. So just niche those and instead practice goblet box squats. It mimics the exact movement you would do getting up and out of a chair, and then you hold extra weight to you once you're getting past your body weight. They make you stronger. And plus, I've been doing goblet squats for like 6 weeks now. Pretty rough, but they're fun. So another thing that I've actually been doing for a while is mountain climbers. Now they're generally used for cardio and ab work. Mountain climbers seem to do more harm than good, though. Not only do they place a great deal of stress on the wrist and shoulder joints, yep, but when fatigue sets in, they tend to promote poor postural habits. That is definitely true. Trying to bang those out for like a minute, go to like 2 minutes, and after a while you get sloppy, your legs are kind of flailing everywhere, your back sinks, and it's no good, and you're just defeating the whole purpose. So the goal is to lean out, perform better. There are numerous other exercises to help you achieve your goals in a safer, more efficient manner, such as a single leg plank. And that's just like doing a regular plank, only you elevate, instead of having both feet on the ground, you elevate one. That really makes your abs really lock up because want to stabilize. You want to keep your leg elevated. Swap every 30 seconds or so, or hold it as long as you want. Now, this I see all the time, and God, I want to tell people not to do it. That would be feet elevated bench press. If you want to bench press, then plant your feet firmly on the ground and bench press. Benching with the feet in the air is not only dangerous, but is completely and utterly useless. While some professionals claim it's better for the core, the reality is it's just plain dumb. Sorry, it is. When you're benching, you want to focus on the benching. There's plenty of time to train your core afterwards in a safer environment. Now, why is it bad? When people say, oh no, you have it like that, it really tightens up your core. Yeah, but you also have a ton of weight over your head. The last thing you want to do is have your mind half pay attention to that. Anyone ever watch X-Men First Class? I'm geeking out right now. But remember when Mystique was doing the benches? She couldn't really focus because she was trying to hide her real form. Magneto chucked the thing at her. Yeah, give it all your attention. Don't do that. Another thing I've noticed, when you're doing that, you're lifting heavy, people tend to rock or curl in, and then your shoulder, and you can't keep the bar straight. And I'm shaking the camera again. Sorry. Yeah, so plant your feet when you're doing a bench. Please focus on benching. And train your abs somewhere else. Don't do it on the benching. Oh man, this one. Smith machine squats. I know some gyms it's really your only option, but let's try to find something different, huh? Alright, the Smith machine is far from my favorite piece of equipment, at least with squats anyway. I enjoy it with benching, helps you focus on just the chest. But given that, so really, here's the problem. Given that the bar that follows, it follows a fixed path. Now, we're all different. We're all built differently. Some of us are taller, some of us are shorter. So it's just the way we bend down. It's not that exact perfect path of the Smith machine. Hey, if yours is, congratulations, good for you. So, oh yeah, our muscles don't have, and they also don't have to work as hard to stabilize your body. Obviously, that's the whole point of the Smith machine. Throughout that range of motion. So as a result, strength adaptations gained from the Smith machines don't really go to apply to sporting events and standard activities of daily living. And also, you may be thinking you're doing a lot on the Smith machine, then you go to actual squat rack and you go, wow, why can't I move anywhere near the amount I've been doing on the Smith machine? Doesn't carry over. Main problem is that one perfect range of motion. We're all different lengths, heights. We don't come down the furthest. You think you might got it, but as I've noticed, even when I'm doing it, I hit the bottom, I get a lot in my back, and that's not good. So what's the best? What can you do besides that? Do a barbell back squat. If you can't do that, I mean, Scabla squats. Try to find some place. Squats are like the best. Which also brings up a point that Dorian Yates brought up. Squats are amazing. They're terrific exercise, but they aren't for everyone. Really, when it comes down to it, you gotta find what works for you. But I'm going off on a tangent. Anyway, number 5, the abductor and the adductor machines. Those are those machines you don't want to make eye contact with when they're doing it. People are doing it, spreading the legs, and yeah, you get it. Alright, so during our daily lives, individual muscles rarely work in isolation and then function as a unit, obviously, to produce the movement, of course. Unfortunately, the abductor machine only trains the muscles in isolation and consequently, provides little to no real-world benefits. To effectively train the abductors and adductors, we're better off performing a variety of single leg and split stance exercises designed to improve triplanar stability. So what do you do instead of abductor adductors? Do a dumbbell reverse lunge. It's going to hit your adductors and abductors, but it's also going to be a squat motion anyway. It's going to work your quads, help you stabilize yourself better. Oh, hits everything. It's wonderful. Lunges, I know they can be a real pain in the ass, but they're one of those things you love to hate and you hate to love. Number 6, V-ups. Those are those sit-ups where, legs are up, arms are up, and you kind of fold yourself in like a scissor motion. It's considered a great core exercise, but they're not only a waste of time, but also potentially dangerous. Like most crunch or sit-up variations, V-ups force the spine through repetitive flexion and extension while sustaining low magnitude compressive forces, which, according to back experts, it may result in disc herniation. That is why whenever you're doing any kind of crunch, especially those where you're like, why is my back killing me? That's why. If you want a strong and stable core, stick to ab exercises which force you to resist movement rather than create it. Best alternate for that, do the ab wheel rollout. I know years ago I've been like, oh, that's just some thing they're trying to sell. No, ab wheel definitely works. Number 7, for all you yoga people out there, the Supermans. Haha, funny, I know. Arguably one of the least favorite exercises out there. Me, I think I tried them once. I'm like, oh, no, not for me. Supermans are a complete waste of time. I don't mean to sound negative, but its intentions are good in that it aims to develop the muscles of the lower back, your glutes, and your hamstrings, but the small range of motion, it is a very small range of motion, people. An inability to use progressively heavier loads renders it utterly useless. The whole point of training is you want to build up strength, so you want to keep adding the weight progressively, make it harder to build those muscles. Can't do that with Supermans. And the technique is often butchered. You ever seen anyone do a perfect Superman? Really? And it could exacerbate your back pain, of course. You don't know what you're doing right. And, of course, subsequent performance. It's not going to hinder that one pretty bad. So what do we do instead? We can do a reverse hyperextension. Yes, I know. You don't even have any idea what that machine that is. I saw it once in college, and it was broken. Go figure. Anyway, what a reverse hyperextension is. We all have hyperextension machines in our gyms, and you hang low. This one's different. Instead of swinging your body down, you're actually pulling your body up. And you can add more weight to make it more difficult. I know, you're not going to find it, but if you do, by all means, take advantage of it. And number 8, Oh man, I've seen some people do it. It doesn't end well. You do the Bosa ball squats. That's standing on one of them things, doing squats. You think, oh, my balance is going to be great. So, essentially, any unstable surface training is frequently misunderstood and touted as the most functional type of exercise. Although research has proven unstable surface training to be actually less functional than stable surface training, as it has little to no carryover for real life circumstances. Everything you want to carry over to real life. I know bodybuilding, like me myself, it's supposed to be like, getting each muscle nice and big and make everything nice and even and everything, but still, you want to, you want to be able to function in the real world. I mean, come on. We're not just going to do stuff that just make us look pretty. Come on now. So yeah, if you truly want to improve performance, get off the Bossa balls, stop this unstable